the looming possibility of a subpoena showdown between Special Counsel Robert Mueller and President Trump could lead to uncharted legal territory. Experts said Wednesday the extraordinary step of forcing a sitting president to testify under oath was floated as Trump's attorneys discussed a voluntary interview with Mueller's team earlier this year. What exactly a subpoena would mean for the president and Mueller's investigation is unclear, but Trump's team would likely fight the move, prolonging the probe and extending the shadow over the administration. Legal experts agree and believe Trump could possibly invoke his Fifth Amendment protection from self-incrimination. Mueller's team broached the subject in March, filing a subpoena compelling the president to testify before a grand jury if he refuses to participate in a voluntary interview. Trump's former lead lawyer, John Dowd, told several news outlets this week Trump has spent months publicly railing Othe, the special coel's investigation into Russia election interference, which also encompasses possible coordination between the Kremlin and Trump associates, as well as possible obstruction of justice by the president. Trump maintained that he has done nothing wrong and has repeatedly said in the past that he would be willing to sit down with Mueller's investigator. There was no collusion, it is a hoax, and there is no obstruction of justice, that is a setup trap, Trump tweeted Wednesday morning. What there is negotiation going on with North Korea over nuclear war, negotiation going on with China over trade deficits, negotiation on NAFTA, and much more, which happened a day earlier. Trump said it was disgraceful that the list of proposed questions drafted in response to Mueller's negotiation with the legal team was leaked to the news media. The questions, compiled by Trump's lawyer, were based on conversation had with prosecutor and not word for word what was asked by Mueller's team. Dowd, who was urging Trump to avoid sitting down with investigator, left the president's legal team last month. Should Trump refuse to talk and Mueller then feels compelled to issue a subpoena, the president's remaining cadre of attorneys could fight the issue in court. A legal fight over a presidential subpoena could spell trouble for Mueller, as the longer the probe goes on, the longer Trump has time to turn public opinion amid the investigation. See Harrow's direct AP. Such a fight could spell trouble for Mueller, as the longer the probe goes on, the longer Trump has time to turn public opinion amid the investigation. This is all taking place in the shadow of a possible court fight over subpoenaing the sitting president. G. David Owen, a professor and vice dean at Cornell Law School, told the Daily News Trump would probably have his lawyer move to quash the subpoena, leading to a delay of the investigation which would not be good for Mueller. Trump could also possibly plead the Fifth Amendment. Former federal prosecutor Renato Mariotti, noting that there is no Supreme Court precedent, said Trump could refuse to talk, but that could come at a cost. He has the absolute right to refuse to testify if his own would tend to incriminate him, unless Mueller immunized him and he had no liability for committing state crimes, Mariotti tweeted. Obviously, taking the Fifth would have some political cost, so to avoid that cost, Trump could try to fight the subpoena in court. Mariotti continued, no sitting president has ever been subpoenaed to testify in a criminal proceeding, so there is no prior Supreme Court decision on the issue. Trump has repeatedly railed at those who invoke their Fifth Amendment rights as admitting viewed. The mob takes the Fifth, Trump said in 2016, referencing several people who pleaded the Fifth Amendment during an investigation into Hillary Clinton's use of private emails during her time As Secretary of State, if you are innocent, why are you taking the Fifth Amendment? Trump asked at the time. He was less vocal in recent weeks, as his personal attorney, Michael Cohen, invoked the Fifth Amendment to secure a temporary stay in a lawsuit filed by adult film actress Stormy Daniels against Trump.